2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We are on 14 movies in March 2024. So let's talk about them, okay? So, the Roundup, No Way Out, guys. Alright, if you guys have seen Train to Busan, you guys are familiar with Ma Dong-suk, aka Don Lee's English pronunciation there. So, it started with the movie The Outlaws, and then the Roundup No Way Out, and just this year, the Roundup Punishment, I believe, was released. Great quadrilogy. Can I call it a quadrilogy? You know, it's kind of they don't evolve kind of like the movies. They're all kind of the same shtick, you know. Police investigating a drug ring, corruption in the police force, and he's haymakering dudes. He's slapping the shit out of people too. And this one is a good movie. 3.5 stars out of 5. Good action, a crime thriller, police procedural. So, and I can't really say who else is involved in this one, but it's Don Lee's movie, guys. But this one, he's definitely he has some iconic slaps. If you Google his name, dude, you'll see him just fucking slapping the shit open-handed, you know, not even with a closed fist. But he's definitely I wouldn't call him a martial artist, but he's a good brawler, dude. He can handle, I would say, big ups to the director and action choreography in these. You know, it gets a little violent too. Definitely a good amount of blood. But yeah, man. Definitely watch them all. Watch all the Roundup films. The Outlaws are the first one, okay? So that's the first film of March. Second film, I rented a few direct-to-video Wesley Snipes films. Better than Deadpool, how dare you? Man, I know I'm getting absolutely torched on my TikTok, guys. Marvel fanboys are really pissed off that I gave Deadpool Wolverine 1 star, but we'll talk about that later. So I rented a few B movies starring Wesley Snipes, the direct-to-video action. So, dude, John Stockwell, the director, he was that guy that flips out at the beginning of Top Gun. He was the pilot that could turn in his wings. I didn't even know he was a director, dude. But this is not a good movie. Anne Hesh is like barely in it. She's in it, but she has like no lines, dude. She's just kind of shoved to the side. And the story follows a team of highly trained operatives who find themselves trapped inside an isolated military compound. But man, it turns into like a sci-fi supernatural, and there's barely any action. Like if you guys have seen the first Resident Evil and how the Hive is controlled by this like AI, and that AI just starts fucking them up, starts doing like closing doors, locking shit up on them. Same thing happens in this one. It kind of brings that like AI plot into it. Oh man, and then like there's like some supernatural stuff going on. It's so bad, dude. A blend of Event Horizon, Resident Evil, and Hollow Man. I mean, you'd think this is a big action movie, but nah. I guess the sci-fi horror was kind of cool, what they were trying to do. Little to no suspense, horrible gunplay, and the story does not make sense. And bad explosions, and there's a horrible CGI, dude. Like this ghost comes out from a wall and grabs a guy and like pulls him in. Don't ask, dude. You have to see it to believe it. But 1.5 stars, guys, from this 2017 movie, Armed Response. You find it sad that Snipes fell in the direct-to-video phase? Yeah, I mean, he had a good run in the 90s, I'll say that. Third movie of March. This is dog shit movie. Absolute dog shit movie called Cross. Starring Brian Austin Green. I think he was a Beverly Hills 90210. I have a decaf iced Americano. I'm trying to cut caffeine. Guys, this is like a comic book action superhero. I think Michael Clark Duncan is the best part, but even he's like, his dialogue isn't even that good. Vinnie Jones is in this. Tom Sizemore is barely in this movie. He's like in one of the first scenes and one of the last scenes, playing the cop tracking this crew. Oh, he's a waste. Jake Busey's in this, Gary Busey's son. And like, he has these blue balls that he can throw that causes an explosion, and there's some horrible jokes with that, guys. Yeah, R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan. Vinnie Jones, yeah, he's cool, man. I like him in Gone in 60 Seconds. But dude, oh my god. I think y'all should see this just to see it to believe it. But the plot, some stuff's just made out of thin air, man. They introduce characters out of thin air. The CGI's horrible. Like, this guy, if he wears this thing on his chest, he's like invincible. So he walks into a gunfight and like they're lighting him up, but these shitty little blood squibs and holes just like, it looks so bad, dude. 1 star, dude. One of the worst watches of the year. Dude. Watch it on your own risk. Okay. Sounds up your alley, Patrick. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'd like to know your thoughts on that one. Cold Souls. This stars Paul Giamatti. It's kind of hard to describe. Paul in this movie, he finds a New Yorker article about a high-tech company promising to alleviate suffering by extracting souls. He enlists their services only to discover that his soul is the shape and size of a chickpea. Yeah, it's kind of like the shtick or joke in that one. But hey, man, you know, it's cool to watch Paul Giamatti act for like 90 minutes. It's quirky, and it's got that like existential dread, or like The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. If you like that movie, you might like this one. Emily Watson's also in it. David Strathairn, he did alright in this one from what I remember. Plays one of the doctors. I like that actor, man. He's one of those actors I can watch anytime. So 3 stars out of 5. I'll give Cold Souls a recommendation. Alright, so the 5th movie, Assassination Games. Dude, I was renting movies from We Love Video. One of the few places where you can rent movies in Austin, Texas. Check them out. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Scott Adkins on the cover, guys. Come on. That's an instant rent. That's an instant watch, right? So, it's not really an action movie. It's a kind of a slow burner. I gave it 2.5 stars out of 5. I can't give it a recommendation. If I give it 3, that's a recommendation. You guys might like it more than I did, but you get like one fight scene between these two, and it's not even that great, man. But there's like some cat and mouse going on. It's more of a thriller than a action movie, I would say. They do that stupid like sepia pea color. I can't stand when movies do that. That movie Traffic, every time Mexico was on screen, they would do like a piss filter. I hate that shit. Scott Adkins is one of the best action stars, man. He should be a bigger star. And yeah, he's done a ton of direct-to-video. This one, it's okay, but I can't recommend it. And you would just expect so much more action with these two, man. I just can't give it a little recommendation. Oh yeah, and some chick has a pet turtle, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme, he pets it, and it's so quiet and slow, and then he looks up and he's like, amazing. That made me laugh out loud, man. So they do try and go out with a bang at the end. So alright, 6th film. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I kind of like this movie. The Art of War 3 Retribution. This stars Treach in the lead role, and Wesley Snipes stars in the first 2. The first one was okay. The second one was absolutely horrible. And there's, I think, Jack Conley. I like him. He's one of the supporting actors in this. I know nobody else, but you know, he's like a Treach isn't the best actor in this, but I think he tries pretty hard. He's not. He's supposed to be a suave super spy, but I don't know. It's hit or miss. Let's just say that. So, but hey, man, when the action, this is why I recommend it, because the action choreography is pretty good, man. They're really, I like the fight scenes he's in. Not every the gunplay is not that great. There's one where he's just standing and he's not like in cover and they're like not hitting him. And I hate when action movies do that. Like I like them rolling and jumping and shooting environmental stuff to distract the guys and stuff. But it was kind of some lazy action sequences. But yeah, man, the plot's kind of whatever. The villains are not memorable, and the editing is kind of subpar as well. But hey, man, I kind of liked it for a direct-to-video movie. I liked it. So 3 out of 5. Treach, holding it down. Alright, another rental, dude. Oh my god, Armored. I love a heist movie, y'all. I love a good heist movie. I Miss When Hollywood made great action and didn't take itself seriously. Yeah, dude. I know what you mean. Action, sci-fi action too. And just good schlock, dude. Art of War 3, it's not available here. Might be able to find a torrent on it. Armored, okay, dude. There's not enough action. Matt Dillon looks freaking asleep in this one. The heist plan just is so stupid. And they wasted Jean Reno, man. Jean Reno's in this, and he's fucking poorly used in this. Not to spoil too much, but like, something goes bad and like they have to fucking bang the doors off of the armored car. And they're doing that for half the movie. It's just them going bang, bang. And Lawrence Fishburne's actually kind of funny the way he grunts. He's like, rah, rah. But yeah, dude, Skeet Ulrich's also in this. Fred Ward's also in this. So you've got some talent in this, but man, it's just bad. And there's one good shot. The cinematographer is the guy that did Pulp Fiction and I believe other Quentin movies, but boo! 2 thumbs down, man. I had to give it 2 stars out of 5, so not enough. Dude, I'm telling you, they wasted Jean Reno so bad. Next film, Jackie Chan My Stunts. This is, I took a vacation to San Francisco and there was a closing video store in Oakland that I took the train to. I dug through his Asian cinema collection, especially the Hong Kong. And he had this one. This is an absolutely fascinating watch, guys. Jackie Chan, you get to see him. Is like big studio where he does all of his stunts, or where he practices. I'm sorry. With his, it shows off his entire stunt team. He shows them like the tricks they do, how to protect themselves, how things go wrong, and there's montages of like stunts that did go wrong that were not in the real film. And actually they did keep some scenes in the film, and man, just punishing stuff, the stunts, and just how to craft an action scene, man. It's great. This is hard to find. I don't think you can find it for streaming in the US, so Patrick, if you can find a copy of this, man, check it out. It's a real good watch, man. So, next film, Eraser. Eraser from 1996. Man, I grew up with this, man. Just some story time. I stayed at one of my best friends in 1997, I believe. And I think 9 years old I was, and I was like, hey, man, can we watch the new Arnold movie? And the father replied, you want to watch for Vanessa Williams, don't you? But he's completely disregarding the R rating this movie has. I mean, it's an R-rated Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. So, but yeah, we ended up watching it. So, this movie hits some nostalgia, man. Not gonna lie. But, dude, James Caan, badass villain. He's got some good line deliveries, good one-liners. Robert Pastorelli, who's kind of a controversial dude off-screen. There's some shady stuff with his girlfriend, and I think he committed suicide. But he is fucking hilarious in this movie. James Cromwell, I love him in anything and everything. I love his like little Irish accent that slips out. Nick Chinland, he's a thug. I met him at work one day when I lived in Los Angeles. He let me take a picture with him. He was a cool dude. And Tony Longo, I like this. This guy's always a goon in films, man. So, but yeah, man, I really like it. He's dual wielding freaking railguns. The railguns are cool. You can like see through walls, see through almost anything. And Arnold's got his one-liners. Vanessa Williams is kind of whatever. I don't think she's a great actress, but I mean the whole plane sequence of him jumping out the plane and James Caan's like, hey, puts the gun up to the pilot. He's like, I want you to I want his face on this windshield. It's like so crazy. So, but I love it, man. 4.5 stars out of 5. So my favorite 2024 film, Love Lies Bleeding, guys. Absolute thrill ride from A24. Kristen Stewart, Katie O'Brien. Katie O'Brien is extra swole in this, dude. She is buff. And Jenna Malone does a good performance as an estranged sister. Ed Harris is a good villain in this. Real scummy dude. But man, it's so thrilling. It's sensual. I love the romance and the sex scenes, the sexual scenes between them two. But I loved it, man. 4 stars out of 5. Love Lies Bleeding. See it. Think it's on Prime. Give it a shot. Yeah, dude. But if you like Good Times, Uncut Gems, the French film Titan, you'll like this one because there's some good violence too. Some violence that shock you. The Fifth Element, man, this is one of my favorite films of all time. 5 stars out of 5. I just love anything sci-fi space, man. And got a crazy good cast. Chris Tucker kills it. Prince was offered the role too. That would have been cool to see him, but it's Chris Tucker's role, man. Tommy Lister Jr., Tiny Tim Lister Jr. I forget what's his. It says Tommy here. Rest in peace. I think he passed away. You got R&B singer Tricky. That was a funny appearance from him. But man, Garrett Allman as the villain. Ian Holman's the priest, but I do kind of cringe at that, like, when Corbin leans in to kiss her. Like, come on, dude, she's passed out. How you gonna kiss her? It's cool she pulled a gun on him. It was like, not without my permission, ectogamut. And then at the end, it's like, I didn't like how, like, it's like a forced love story. He tells her he loves her, but it's like, dog, it's been total infatuation this whole time. So, I don't know. I just love this movie, man. I look the other way on those. 5 stars out of 5. The CGI holds up, man. It's just a great sci-fi action adventure. So, my girlfriend thinks Bruce looks so hot in this movie. So, next movie is 2LDK. This is a Japanese film. These two, I think they're actresses vying for this role, the same role, and they don't really like each other, so in their apartment, you know, they bicker and fight, and it escalates. It escalates, and it just gets worse, worse, worse. They start hitting each other. They start fucking saying horrible things to each other, and it just erupts in violence. So, 3 stars out of 5. It was kind of slow. It was kind of a slow burner. I wasn't that thrilled. You really have to wait for the destruction to the last third of the movie. But hey, dude, it's only 70 minutes. Only 70 minutes, so I give it a recommendation, man. Quick movie to watch there. 2 more films in March 2024. Broken Arrow, man. Okay, nostalgia right here, dude. John Woo. Hans Zimmer on the 1s and 2s. This is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Dude, it freaking rocks, man. Samantha Mathis has the most beautiful eyes in this, dude. I love her eyes. She's a cutie. Delroy Lindo, man. We got pilots down. I just love the way he says that. Frank Whaley, I like seeing this guy in movies. Got shot in Pulp Fiction. Bob Gunton, dude. He's a strange, or like just a stressed out goon in this. Howie Long, Jack Thompson. Oh, I don't remember. Kurtwood Smith, dude. Patrick, you like Kurtwood Smith? You like him in RoboCop a lot. But yeah, dude, I just love this movie of him stopping 2 nuclear bombs from going off, and just a cat and mouse game. The action's good. John Travolta's over the top as the villain. I love him in this. He's completely hamming it up, having fun. So yeah. And the hero, I don't want to spoil anything. So. Not John Woo's best, but I freaking love Broken Arrow, dude. Last film of March 2024, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I really can't say much that's already been said, guys. 5 out of 5 action adventure movie. I love the way that he's introduced in this film. The very beginning, they kind of, his back's turned, but like it's outside, so it's bright out, but like somehow they're like, he's so shaded in darkness in a way. And then he has the whip and he turns around, it's like a close-up of his face. It's just a great way to introduce Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones. And man, it's just a great adventure film, man. I love to all the places they go, and it's just a masterpiece. I love the way the film looks too. The cinematography is great. These newer Indiana Jones films, like I don't want to get screenshots from them. I got quite a few from this one, so bam, y'all. That is the recap there. That's March 2024 monthly recap.